All right, so let's proceed. So what do you guys see on the screen? You see a triangle where you have message, market, and media. Can we all see that, please?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes.
Now, this is something I use premium class. If there is anyone who have attended my premium class before, they will know that this is one thing I don't play with. I hardly do a premium class without having this, covering this part. So congratulations to you guys. You are getting something premium for free today. Now let's move on. The first thing I want us to analyze is the market. Some of you, the reason why your ads are not succeeding in the marketplace or in your adverts, all right, in the real estate space is because you have very little knowledge about the market. These three components you see here are the secret formulas for a successful advertisement on any industry. Now, sometimes some of you must have learned digital marketing and you learned it from someone who handles e-commerce ad, who do what we call, what do you call it? Drop shipping kind of ads. Those are the kind of ad the person is doing and the person is getting results from it, right? But that person now decide to teach you how to run ad, teaching you the way he runs ads. So the way you run ad for bottled water, the way you run ad for phone, physical commodities, is not the same way you run ad for services. It's not the same way you run ad for real estate. That is the first thing you need to understand. The way you run ad for all of these products differs. Number one, the reason is that these things are bought, some are bought, you can buy phone and pay for phone online. You can't buy land and pay for land online. Am I correct? How many of you have gotten customers, they just saw the land, they make payment for it online without speaking to you? Because if I go to Jumia, I don't need to speak to anybody. I just see the land, I see the phone or any commodity I want to buy, I add it to cart, then I make payments. How many of you have sold land that way before? Or I've heard that somebody sold land that way. You don't add house or land to carts. Have you not wondered why you have not seen any website that says add to cart and it's real estate they are doing? And most of the principles some of you have been using to run ad is based on add to cart. That's number one. Number 2 point is that some of you, whoever teach you how to run ad is a professional digital marketer who understands how to get his own customers, not how to help you get your own customers. They're not the same thing. I repeat, I can teach you how I get my customers, but I can't teach you how you should get your customers. There are digital marketers like that. Now, what do I mean? It is easy. What are the things a realtor, a real estate company, what are the things they need? They want sales. So when they want to make sales, so I can run ad and use the right words that would appeal to anybody that wants sales. So with that option, they just register for my training, right? But when it now comes to, but I don't understand what the customer of a real estate person need. I don't understand the behavior of the person, of a real estate customer. For me to be able to make sales or run successful ad, I need to understand the behavior of the target audience. Most digital marketers understand the behavior of the realtor. They understand the behavior of the real estate company. They understand the behavior of the business owner, but they don't understand the behavior of the investor who is to pay money for that land. So the first secret of advertisement is understanding the behavior. I was asking Mr. Emeka earlier how he runs his ad, and I asked if he uses real estate. One of the common things I see people target in the industry is, let's target people that have interest in real estate. And when you say let's target people that has interest in real estate, 90% of customers that will buy land don't have interest in real estate. Even 99% of them don't have interest in real estate. But that does not mean that when I say they don't have interest in real estate, how does the platform knows what you have interest in? That's the first thing we need to understand. How does the platform know what I have interest in? The platform only picks things I have interest in based on what I do on the platform. What do I post? Who do I follow? What are the things I click on? These three things go a long way to determine what the platform records. So if I come online, I always click on real estate stuff, right? I'm always clicking, I'm following people that are in real estate. My friends that are following me or that I'm following are in real estate. The people that I follow some of the companies, real estate company pages, automatically the platform will record that I have interest in real estate. So anything that pertains to real estate, they make it visible on my timeline or on my feed. Now, let me ask you as a realtor, what are the things you see on your feed more? Let me ask the question. Okay, let me ask, everybody should answer the question on from the chat. What are the things when you log into your Facebook account or your Instagram account, what are the things that pops up on your feeds?
Real estate. Things pertaining to real estate. Yes, sir.
Okay, more things that are pertaining to real estate. What that means is that you have always been clicking on things related to real estate. So automatically, you have interest in real estate. So the platform that the platform record that you have interest in real estate. Now, any ad that somebody run that is in the real estate, that is run and is targeting property, automatically, though you are a realtor, you automatically see the ad as well. And this is how sometimes those days when we used to still get hustle for customers, right? This is one of the strategy I used to use. For those of you who might be digital marketer, let me show you a secret. If I see a real estate ad, somebody's running ad and the person is in real estate, right? I will contact the company directly and tell them that your digital marketer doesn't know how to run ad. Because on a norm, I do a lot of things in real estate. So for that, I'm supposed to see real estate ad because it shows that I have interest in real estate. So if you run ad and other realtors or people in your industry are the ones seeing your ad, automatically you don't know how to run ad. So that is one thing you need to know. So the question is, what are the footprint? We call it the right word in this thing, we actually call it digital footprint. Okay, the things you do on the internet. Your digital footprint on Facebook and Instagram shows that you have interest in real estate based on the fact that you are a realtor. Now, if you now run ad and you are targeting people that has interest in real estate, what you are actually doing is that you are focusing on targeting people that are doing the same thing that you do. So for that reason, your ad will not convert. Even when they click on it, they will just come and make inquiry. Some will tell you that I just wanted to understand the way you set up your ad. It is not an offense. I tell some of my trainees to do that. Click on other people's ad and see how they set up their ad. Spy on other people's ad. There are tools for spying on other people's ad. Okay, so I encourage people to do that. Okay, so but the point is that if every time you run ad, that is the result you are getting, automatically you don't know how to run ad. So that is why you need to understand the market you are in. So understanding the market is about not understanding the product and services you offer, because the thing is that in business, a lot of people, when they want to start business or they go into any business, they focus on studying their competitors. Yes, there's a part for studying competitor. You can't take it away, right? But the focus first should be the customer's need in your industry, the customer's behavior in your industry. These are the things that determines whether you will be successful in that business or not. If your efforts, when you are trying to know more about how to stand out in your business, and all you do, you spend majority of your time studying your competitors, you will never be successful. But if you study the behavior of the people in your industry, that somebody is selling, right, does not mean he's actually offering the right service. That somebody, I'm selling bottled water, right, and I'm making sales, doesn't automatically connote that I'm doing the right thing. The reason could be that the customer doesn't have an alternative. So maybe the reason is lack of alternative. If there are no alternatives, just like before now, for some of you who know Apple computers and Apple phones very well, you will know that before now, Apple devices don't share content with other devices. It was a closed market, okay? So it was like a community, we call it cults then, okay? So a community of a certain class of people, that was how it was then. But as time goes on, people, they had to open the market because they know that it was preventing some people from buying their devices. Okay, that is one aspect you need to understand. So understanding your market is far more important than understanding your customers. And so the reason why you are not successful is because you do not understand your market. And if you don't understand your market, it will affect your advertisement. So, for example, now, this year, there are things I have already decided I'm going to buy, but I've not told anybody. So the digital platform are also not really aware unless the ones I have searched for. Okay? So who is the person that is making that noise? Please mute yourself before I turn you out of the class, please. So, sorry. So back to what I was saying. So now let's go further to analyze markets. Let's go further to analyze the word market. Now, before we continue, let me ask a very silly question. How many markets do we have in this world? How many markets do we have in this world? You can put everybody to the comment section. Tell us how many markets we have in this world. To the comment section. How many market category do we have in this world? To the comment section, everybody. Let's do that. Okay, does it say online and offline market? Okay. Let's go on. Any other person? Any other person? Eunice. Oh, Eunice. That is Madam Eunice from Port Harcourt, I guess. Eunice say 3. Any other person? Let's do that fast. Are they in the class at all? There is no fail, there's no pass. Don't bother Googling it because you might not find it on Google. Somebody say online and physical marketing. I didn't say marketing, I said market. Shola Atitibi. Say 3. Okay. Any other person? Any other person? Is it my network or you guys are the ones not typing? I need response if I'm not moving forward though. Somebody says small and big market. What a medium-sized market? Okay. Okay, let's proceed because of time. All right. So now this is the answer on the screen. You all tried. Okay. This is the answer on the screen. There are only 3 categories of markets in this world. Everything you sell, every kind of business you are into, fall under one of these markets. And I'm going to explain. Now, you are into, and also remember, there is primary and secondary market. There is also what we call I'm in a meeting. I'll have to call you back. I'm in a Zoom meeting. Okay, so back to what we're saying. There are only 3 markets in this world, and there is primary and secondary market, and there is also what we call marketing model shift or market model shift. Now, what do I mean? Now, some businesses, primarily, why do people buy land and houses? The primary market for real estate, right, is the wealth market. That's the primary market for real estate. For those who are buying real estate for the purpose of investment, right? They are buying it because they want to make money. Those who are in business, not only real estate now, me, okay, who is a business consultant, I am in the wealth market as well. Or my company that's into digital advertisement is also in the wealth market as well. My company that is into software development is also in the wealth market as well. So anything I sell or services I render for the sole purpose of making money, right, is in the primary market for that product is wealth. Okay. Now, anything I buy or do or that it is to make me to become healthy or to prevent me from becoming unhealthy is in the health market as well. Then anything I do or every service I render that is the sole purpose is to strengthen, to create or strengthen the bond right, in my relationship, either to create a relationship, strengthen the bond in my relationship, okay, or to repair my relationship, it is under the relationship market. Okay, now let me ask you guys another odd question. After saying that, let me ask you guys another odd question. Now, if what I said is correct, where then should we classify something like razor blade or shaving stick? I need response on the WhatsApp, sorry, on the comment section. Comments on the comment section. Okay, I'm seeing health, relationship, health. Okay, let's keep it going. Health, okay. Let's keep it going, let's keep it going, let's keep it going, let's keep it going. Type fast, type fast, type fast, type fast. Where are the other members of the class? Are they looking for a comment section or what are they doing? Okay, now for the people who say health, let me use the last person, Glory. Are you there? Glory, Mr. or Mrs., which of them? Or Miss? Glory, are you there? Unmute yourself and respond. Hello, Glory. Okay, let me use someone else since Glory is not responding. Shola, are you there? For some of you, especially for Lagosians, you know my classes, I talk to you, you talk back, okay? That is the principle of my classes. So when I call your attention to something, please always respond. If I mention your name, always an exception that you are in a noisy environment, which you have to indicate on the comment section. Okay? So Shola, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. You say razor blade or shaving stick is in the health market. Why do you say so?
Because it's used on our body. All right.
Because it's used on our body.
Yes.
Now, if you don't shave, like if you can see now, I have so much, I've not shaved, okay? If you don't shave, non-shaving, would that make you fall sick?
Yes, yes. You might, yeah, sure. You might start having some bumps on your, if not well treated and well shaped.
Like, I like the word, not well treated. The only reason why you would fall sick because of beard is because it is not clean. Not because there is plenty. If you don't treat it well, you don't take care of it, you can get sick or you can start having bumps, like you said, right? But the beard on its own cannot cause you to become sick or unwell. Provide every other thing being equal. You are taking care, you are cleaning, you have your self-care, right? You can't become sick. So health is not the primary market for shaving stick. Now because of time, let's now look at some of the advert of shaving stick. Let's look at some of the advert of shaving stick. Have you, Mr. Shola, have you seen an advert of shaving stick before? Hello? Is Shola there? Hello? Okay. Is it that we lost Shola or what? Okay, let me just go on to explain. Now, this is it. If you have seen adverts of shaving sticks and all of that, one of the common thing you see is they always sell relationship. And what do I mean? You either see a guy who is not well shaved and maybe he goes out and a lady seems to reject him and another guy comes in all well shaved and looking clean and the lady tends towards that person. Who have seen an advert like that before? Who have seen an advert like that before?
It's on close up that I saw things like that. On toothpaste.
That is breath. That is breath.
Yes, yes.
Who else that have seen, experienced, or seen something like that on shaving stick, Gillette? The common advert you see on Gillette is about relationship, not getting well. And the time you can make this research, for those of you who like to make research, the only time Gillette changed their advert, the only time Gillette changed their advert, they lost money, they lost their profit, reduced by almost, if I'm not exaggerating or if I'm not making a mistake, they lost their market share and also reduced their revenue for that year, reduced by almost $8 billion. Why? Because they changed their advert from relationship to where should I even place it? I can't really pinpoint where they placed that ad, but they were placing an ad, though it's still more or less somehow relationship, but they were talking about the reason why they were more like an advocate. The reason why men are misbehaving is because the reason why men are misbehaving is because they are not well trained. That is what the whole message. If you go to YouTube and make this research, you understand what I mean. It was all over the news how people started boycotting Gillette because of their new form of advertisement. That's what something that happened some years back. Okay, so and the marketing manager was fired, the CEO was fired, whoever approved the entire marketing team were fired because they changed their marketing message. They lost over $8 billion within a short period of time. Now going back to, let me proceed to still on the market. Like we already said, there are 3 types of market: health, relationship, wealth. Now, when you look at marketing, is also the reason why you are doing marketing is because you want to make money. You are marketing real estate because you want to make money. The developer of the estate wants to make money. So all of them are under wealth. But just that some are the sub-market, some are niche markets. Real estate is a sub-market to wealth. So if I now want to get you that is into marketing, because what you are into is not 100% real estate, what you are into is marketing. That's what you are into. You are into marketing. I mean the realtors now. Your primary market, your sub-market is marketing, not real estate, because you are not the one buying. Okay? So your primary market is that you are under the marketing, or your sub-market is under marketing. So now the things you need to also, if I want to capture you, because your other market is wealth, now this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to talk about people who are making money selling real estate, because I'm going to use what you don't have to entice you. In marketing, you either use what people don't have. People value is created when there is an absence of something. Okay? Value is created when there's an absence of something. So when there's a need or an absence of something. Now, what do I mean by that? Anything can become valuable if that thing is absent or missing. Now, what do I mean by that? You don't have money. Okay? That is why you always see the rich tell you that money is not everything. Poor man cannot tell you that money is not everything. Okay? So, because you don't have money and you need money, okay? So I will now use the people who are in market, who are marketing real estate, the top selling realtor, and those are the people. That is why sometimes when top selling realtor attend my programs, or the people who are doing well attend my programs, or someone attend my program and start making so much results or getting so much results, what I do is I will use that person as an example of my marketing. Okay, so, and that is because you feel, wow, this person's training must be very good. Why? Because so person is attending the training and he's getting results. So that is an example. So the absence of something or the need for that thing makes that thing look valuable to you. So that is talking about marketing now. Now, when it comes to real estate, you also want to build wealth. Some of you go inside bush and you start shouting this beautiful estate. And I look around, I'm not seeing house, I'm not seeing anything. All I see is bush. And you are saying, see this beautiful estate. And the person who is watching you, just like me, is wondering, okay, where is the beautiful estate? Because I can't seem to see a beauty. There's no layout, there is nothing, there's no plan, there is no 3D design, there is nothing on the video, just you and your camera person standing in the bush, and you are saying, as you can see, this beautiful estate. You can't sell with that because, number one, the person you are even talking to wasn't looking for a beautiful estate for the first place. So what now is the primary need of this? The person wants to build wealth. That is one. Some people want to live in a serene environment. That is another need. So you need to understand the need and the behavior of your customer, because when people go online to search for real estate, they are not searching for a beautiful estate either. The person that wants to buy the real estate that is actually searching will not use the word real estate. I won't go online and start searching for real estate. I won't do that unless I'm making a research. If I need a house, I will search for house for sale. If I need a land, I will search for land. And I will even be, if I really need that thing, how you know that the person really need that thing is that he will attach location to it. Why? Because real estate is location-based. So I won't just come and say land for sale. That person, just like somebody that wants to buy a car and going online to type car for sale. Okay? For you to buy a car, you know the type of car you want to buy. You know the model of the car you want to buy. So you have an idea of the car you want to buy already. So for that, you are going to be more specific. So if you also want to target somebody who needs property, when you are running your ad, you are talking to that person specifically, which is going to be maybe land for sale or land for sale in Asaba, land for sale in Oka, land for sale in Ibejuleki, land for sale in Ekpe, land for sale in Maitama. Things like that are the things you are going to search for. So how come you stand in an evil forest and be shouting, see this beautiful estate? How many persons have you seen searching for beautiful estate before? So one, your lack of understanding of your market is a primary reason why you are not selling or why your advertisement is not working. And I'm going to connect the 3 dots as we proceed. So your content and your content, the market now, you need to understand the behavior of people in the market. Why do people buy property? How do people buy property? When do people buy property? Okay, when you are able to connect this dot, I repeat again, how, why, and when. If you can connect these 3 dots, come up with up to 10 of each of these why. Why? And this is how we, in our strategy section with some of these companies we consult for, this is how everything you ask why, you must ask the why 5 times. The person needs a land. Why does he need a land? You answer, maybe he wants to use it to build, right? He wants to build a house. That is first answer. Why does the person want to build? The person will give you, and you get an answer of your second why, which could be he wants to live there. Why does he want to live there? Why does he want to build a house and live there? Okay, it could be that he doesn't trust people who are going to construct buying already made house due to fear of building collapse, due to fear of inferior material, use of inferior material, and all of that, due to cost and all of that. So I've gotten to the third now. Now the fourth question: why is he concerned about people's about collapsing building? Okay, because it's his family that wants to live there. So he doesn't want anything bad to happen to his family. Now you answer your next why again. Why is he so concerned about his family? Okay, so things like that. So when you answer all these 5 why, first thing I say you should do is why. Know why people buy. Okay, when you know the why, you now ask 5 why. Each why has 5. You ask why 5 times. Okay, this is strategy section, like how we do strategy section to get to really know, dig in to understand what your customers need from you. Don't just think that the land they bought is what they are buying. Some customers are not buying land from you, even though you are giving them land. Okay, so these are things you need to understand. So why are they buying from you? Okay, so you need to, when you understand the why, you now move to how do people buy things? How do people build houses that if building collapses the fear of the person, right? You now also go on to ask your why in building. Why do building collapse? Due to inferior materials. Why do people use inferior materials? So you tailor it down. And for those of you who know how to create content, this is part of content creation you're already learning. Because in each content you create, in each video you shoot, you are going to be asking every why is a video. Every why is a video. Every why is a video. With that option, you do better. So each of your why is a video content. Sometimes I hear people say, I don't even know what type of video to shoot. Now I just give you an example of the type of video to shoot. So you now have a series of content on your social media handle or your YouTube and all of that. Okay, so understand your market. That is the point. Understanding your market, knowing that now I can also sell real estate. The beauty of real estate that it can be sold from any of these markets, any of the three markets here. I can sell real estate from any of these three markets. Now, let me give you an example. During Valentine's time, some of you used to say, don't buy flower, especially the ladies. Don't buy me flower, buy me a plot of land. That is relationship. Now, sometimes some of you say, health. Now, sometimes I have a friend who always joke that the dreams you have determine where you sleep. So if you live in a face me and face you where generator noise is always disturbing you, my dear, you are going to have nightmare. If you live in a place where good air condition is blowing you, you have dreams. They are not the same. Those who live in face me and face you, they have nightmare. Those who live in a well-structured environment, they have dreams. They are not the same thing. So which one are you having, dreams or nightmare? Okay, so these are the things. So yeah, that is a joke, but there are some points from it. Okay, so these are things you need to understand as a salesperson. What is my market? What do people do in my market? What do they look for? So if wealth is the thing, now if let me go into wealth, real estate proper. Now, wealth, right? So somebody wake up at the beginning of the year, you set a goal for yourself that I want to become financially more stable. Some of you talk about financial freedom, right? But the problem is that most of you don't really understand what financial freedom look like. That is the reason why you're not selling or why your adverts are not working. You don't understand what financial freedom look like. What is your definition of financial freedom for the first place? What is financial freedom? Because you can't give what you don't know or what you don't have. Okay? So what is the journey? How do I attain financial freedom in 20 years, in 10 years? What is financial freedom plan you can give to me? This is what professional realtors do. Those that market from the point of financial freedom, they have a plan. Okay, for now, how much are you worth? How many of you know the worth of your customers you have been selling to? And that is the reason why even when you sell, you only sell once. And anybody that only sells once does not have a customer. Anybody that bought something from you for just once, that is not yet your customer. A customer is somebody that does repeated purchase. That is the person you call a customer. Okay? So now the next thing is that, talking about your customer and the likes, because you don't have a journey, okay, Mr. A is what, let's say, 5 million naira. That is his total worth. And he's generating an household income, okay? An household income, monthly household income of, let's say, 500,000. Monthly household income. Once the household income, the father and the mother, the total money they are bringing into the house every month, let's say, is 500,000. And who are the class of people that can earn that way? Let's say bank managers and stuff like that. By the time the wife and the wife might not necessarily be a bank manager. Maybe one of them is a bank manager. By the time you join their salary together, the husband and the wife, they give you a total of 500,000 in income monthly, right? But remember, the entire 500,000 is not going to go into wanting to buy property. They are going to feed. What is the rent of an household income person? Okay, of the rent, somebody who is earning 500,000, there are a household that is earning 500,000 a monthly might want to rent a house between, let's say 2.5 million naira annually. Let me just put it that way. Most of them live in minimum of 2-bedroom to 3-bedroom apartments. Okay, using Lagos as a case study. Now, this is a Lagos statistics. Okay, most persons live in 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom. Okay, now, for a bank manager, they actually have what they call housing allowance. So let me even say that plus his housing allowance and everything, let's say he's living in a 4-bedroom apartment. Okay, in a 4-bedroom apartment, like 4-bedroom in some areas of Lagos, in an apartment or a duplex, you could find places like where they are around the Ajah area, and all of that. You see some 4-bedroom within that price range, right? So because this is another is because you need to know where you are going to find the people that will buy the property you are selling. So now if people earn, he has a housing allowance, so for that he's spending 4-point-something million naira on rent, right? So somebody that is earning 4-point-something million naira, sorry, that is spending 4-point-something million naira on rent, what area of the city would you likely find the person? I just gave you an example of Ajah for those of you in Lagos, okay? I might not know other places in other cities to be able to tell you for sure, okay? So because that will also determine where to choose in terms of your advert, the location of your advert, because some of you run advert and you pick the entire country. It doesn't work that way. You can't get the result you're looking for by picking the entire country. Okay, so you need to break it down. Okay, so I'm looking for someone who currently is comfortably paying, let's say, 3.5 to 4.5 million naira on rent. So what are the areas in my city or in the city I want to target that rent is between 3.5 to 4.5 million naira? Those are the things I'm going to think of. So I will now target areas where I know that houses are within 3.5 to 4.5 million naira in the location. So those are the locations I am going to target. Instead of targeting the entire country or in the entire state or entire city, I'm going to focus my advert on only the areas where such people live. And now that I also know that, okay, this person could likely be a bank manager. I'm using bank manager as a case study, not that it's only bank manager that can afford that. Now, since I'm using bank manager as a case study, now, what are the things bank managers will likely have interest in? What are the platforms I can easily find bank managers? Those are the things that as a bank manager, I might have money to travel frequently, but I don't travel frequently. Like our brother Emeka, who was looking for frequent international travelers. As a bank manager, you are not allowed to travel anyhow. So you can't be a frequent international traveler. So frequent international traveler cannot be one of my target options if I am looking at targeting somebody in the banking industry, because I know it's only when they have leave, that is when they travel. So you need to understand this scenario, okay? So now you've been able to understand some aspect or gain some knowledge about the market you are into. So as someone in the banking system, one of the interests I will definitely have, because my fellow friends are in banking, my colleagues are in the banking, I always make research about banking. So one of the interests of targeting I'm going to pick is those that have interest in banking. Or I could use their job. So all the Nigerian bank can be found on the targeting option. Okay, all the Nigerian banks, you could find Central Bank, you can find GT Bank, you can find all of the Nigerian banks. So I can target people who say, not those that have interest in the bank. Please take note of what I'm saying so you don't go and make mistake. Not those that have interest in the bank. Not people who have interest in GT Bank, because if you go and pick people that have interest in GT Bank, anybody that loves GT Bank advert will see the ad. So if I want to target people that work in GT Bank, I'm going to use employer. So anybody who has specified on his profile that he works in a GT Bank, any of the banks in Nigeria, I can pick all the banks at the same together. That will make me to know that, okay, this ad is targeted only for people who works in banking. Then if I now want interest, under interest, banking, you are going to find under demographics. When you click on demographics, you are going to see work, okay? And under work, you see employer. So that's where you pick the names of the people, the names of the banks. Now, if I want to add interest, what are the things a banker by default would have interest in? A banker by default, most of them will have interest in the financial market. Most of them will have interest in the word banking. Most of them will have interest in the word finance. Most of them will have interest in currency and all of that. Those are examples of targeting that I'm going to pick. So the reason why most of your adverts are not successful is not because the platform itself is not working. It's because you have low knowledge or no knowledge of your market. Which market are you existing in? And which market do you want to sell from? So This is the reason why most people that comes to, that's what somebody was to pay my company money for advert yesterday. That was it for yesterday, to yesterday. And he said he wants the advert on Monday. And I told him, it's either he's paying before 12 on that on Saturday, or the ad will not run on Monday. And he's wondering, why? You know, when I pay you, you just set up the ad. No, it's not when I pay you, your company set up. That is not how it works. Because we need to do research. You are selling premium products, premium houses. The houses are over 200 and something million naira. The list of them too is 280. Is what you are selling. That's what your company is into. That's what your company is building. Okay, is a, let me say, a regional real estate company. They have property in the entire Africa or in some part of other African countries. Okay, so now I need to do research. So some of you just wake up to say, I want to run advert. You jam your system and you start running ad. No, it doesn't work that way. You need to do some research. Who are the people that will likely be able to afford this type of, for somebody who can easily afford 250 million naira house, what would be his household income? And where would be the kind of place he's already living? Those are the things I need to think about. And all of these fall under your market. Are we together? I think I've talked too much. Let's discuss first. Questions. Let me give you room for question. Just 4 persons to ask questions. Then we'll proceed from here. Our time is fast spent. Question.
I think we're enjoying you. We can continue, sir. we're enjoying the teaching, sir.
Okay, but any question?
Okay, so I have a question.
Sorry, who is speaking?
My name is Dozier.
Okay, Mr. Dozier, go on with your question.
All right. Okay, so most times they say when you're doing research, one of the most important things in research is the pain points of your target audience.
Yeah.
So in this case, what's basically is this pain point that we can use, because that's a major thing that you can use to locate him in the marketplace. So what pain points is around an investor or around someone that you want to sell a property to? Sorry.
I don't get, want to sell or want to buy, which of them?
We want to sell to, so who wants to buy? Someone that wants to buy.
Okay, when you talk about pain points, there is no fixed pain point for everybody. There are different categories of investor, and every investor have different types of pain points. Now, for example, the person has money, but he doesn't like buying properties. Okay, he doesn't like to buy property. He doesn't like to invest in real estate. What is his pain point? What is his fear? Could be that is the fear of scam. Okay, that is a different pain point. Now, the pain points of wanting to position you as a better authority is a different pain point entirely. Like I was talking to a real estate company of recent that says a company said they went to do a presentation for a company, and the company is insisting that they only need C of O land, and that if they can get C of O land, they are going to buy. I told the company not to. Before they must do that, to go and get C of O land, they should tell the company to sign an agreement that if they get the land, they will definitely buy. And because the reasoning for that is, I asked, what is really the relevancy of C of O? Does the customer, the person you are talking to, does he really know the relevancy of C of O? Let me use Asaba for example, for some of them that are in Asaba, for example. Now, Asaba is an emerging real estate market, and the truth is a lot of people are already at the verge of losing their property. Now, why did I say they are at the verge of losing their property? Now, you buy a land with C of O from a company. The C of O is not in your name, for crying out loud. Some of you say, if I buy land with C of O now, I can collect loan with it. Is the C of O in your name? No. So you can't collect loan with that C of O. Which means until you regularize the C of O, and the only way you can regularize it is by applying for governor's consent. Because C of O cannot be given twice on one land. So if I buy land with C of O, that C of O is to an extent almost useless to me that is buying it, until I go further to process it to become a governor's consent. So why am I more concerned about buying land with C of O? That is what I told them to confirm. Why are they more concerned about buying land with CFO? And another thing is, in Asaba, for instance, using Ibuzo for instance, in Ibuzo, CFO can be processed with as low as 500,000. So if I'm going to process CFO with 500,000, why then should I buy a property for a CFO land for 30 million naira? Because it has CFO. When I can buy the same land in that same area for as low as 3 million naira or for 5 million naira, I use 500,000 to go and process the CFO. So some of you who are the marketers don't seem to know what to advise your customer on. You just want to sell because you want to earn commission. I'm not disputing the part or the importance of CFO here. What I'm trying to say is that sometimes even the whole CFO joining, some of you are clamorous, some of you, the realtors, are the one over-glorifying the word CFO. CFO can be revoked. So these are some things you need to know. Yes, the company that sold the land for you as CFO, if the government say they want to do something in that place, government might want to compensate the company, not you. And the question is, are you sure the company is going to compensate you if government compensates them? These are some factors you need to understand. So there are different pain points. Pain point could be fear of what if I lose my investment. I gave you an example of the house earlier when I say the person is concerned about collapsing building. That is the reason why when I was saying you should use the why. Okay? The person does want to buy an already existing building because he's afraid of them going to use inferior building material. Outside inferior, okay, why is he afraid of inferior building material? He's afraid of inferior building material because building can collapse when you use inferior building materials. So if that is the line I want to follow, I am going to market my process, not the products. If I'm focusing on customers because you can't know the customer by face or through the targeting option, which customer is afraid of process and which one is afraid of product. So what I'm going to do, that is why in one advert, you cannot run an ad, a campaign, and all you have there is one video. That's another topic for another day. For those of you who have attended my sections, my paid section, you know how we run ads. When we set up one campaign, the procedure is one campaign, one asset, one ad. That is the basic standard. Professionally, you can't run ad that way. I run ad, and inside that ad, I'm not talking about carousel ad, inside that one ad, you have maybe 4 videos or 4 flyers, sometimes 6, addressing different pain points. So when I am addressing pain point for maybe collapsing building, another person is concerned is not collapsing building, so I can't address that pain point. So that pain point might not resonate with him. Another person might have pain points of payment. So I can focus on my instrumental payment. That could be my major message. Some of you clamp so much message together, and that is another reason in one ad. That is why you are not selling. So just focus on one pain point per video or per flyer. So when you use one pain point per video or per flyer, with that approach, your video will be short. That's why some of you shoot long video. I'm not really against long video though, because if you are engaging, people will watch the video. If you're engaging, people will watch the video. But if you're not engaging, that is the only condition that people will not watch the video. Now, ability to create engaging video is another topic entirely. Okay, so I don't know if I've answered your question. So, Mr. Dozier, I guess. Hello? Any other question before I proceed?
Answer.
Okay, thank you. So I'm going back to the slide since there's no question. Are we following at all? Are we following?
Yes, sir, we are following.
We are following, no. Thank you. Go ahead, sir.
Very
All right.
good, sir. Powerful.
Now let's proceed.
Yes,
so
this is thank you so much.
This is all I'm going to talk about market. There's still more. Market is a topic on its own. understanding the market is a topic on its own. But that's all I'll be talking about market today. Now let's move to the next thing, which is in the equation that we use. The next thing is message. So after market comes message. And now, when most people teach you digital advertisement, right? This is what they teach you. They teach you the one below. Sorry, let me move this thing. They teach you the one below. And that one below is media. They teach you everything about the platform. Some of you might even know how to use Facebook ad platform more than I do, but I am very certain I get better result than you do. Now, the reason is because you understand the platform so much. And that is also the reason why when you understand the platform so much, and the platform are not fixed, they are not constant, they always change. This year alone, Facebook has updated their ad platform, at least the one I know of, like 3 times this year alone. The platform have updated 3 times. So if I teach you the method based on the current thing, if the ad platform change, every targeting option that I've taught you already before would change. Or most of them would change. And you say, I used to target, for example, let me use a perfect example. Last year, for those in Lagos who attended some of my section last year, in course of our learning, I taught you guys how to use target Nigerians in the diaspora. And one of the targeting options I used was medicine, especially when I'm targeting UK. Now, and because of doing that, I said, because we have a lot of Nigerian doctors in the UK, so you can use medicine as a targeting option. Okay, so, and in less than 3 months after that class, Facebook removed medicine as a targeting option. So if all I taught you was the targeting, because a lot of time I see marketers come, killer method of targeting, they give it different captions. This method of targeting, narrow method of targeting, arrow method of targeting, fire method of targeting, any name they call it, and you get excited. Oh, if I just learn, only if I can just learn this one, I'll become an expert and I'll get bumper result. And after maybe you even get result for the few first 2 months, and after then results don't disappear. Begin to wonder what is happening. Why am I not getting result? The reason why you are not getting that result is not because the ad platform is no longer working. It could be the algorithm have changed. Okay, but let's leave that for. So when you understand the market, right, you know the type of message to use. Let me use marketing. Most of the time I say it's more of like a relationship. Now, for the guys here, you know, sometimes before you approach some lady, someone that is close to that lady must have told you A or B about that lady. So you know the right words to say. You begin to do like everything right. Why? Because someone has given you info. I believe the players in the house, you understand what I mean. Somebody has given you info, so you are just flowing. You know what she wants. You know what she needs. You know what she doesn't like, and all of that. Okay, so you are just like a perfect guy because someone has given you info. Someone has given you expo. Okay, now maybe because you have access to maybe her friend or her relation, someone that is close to her who has given you some info about her, and in that case, you're an expert. But when you now go to complete person who you don't know anything about, okay? You don't know anything about the person, you just want to shoot your shot. My dear, most of the time you go shoot the shot no go. You know the enter post. Maybe because the people you have been used to talking to were people you already know 1 or 2 things about, and you call yourself a player. You are not a player, you are just a sheet, not a player. Now that you now move to an environment where you see a lady, you don't seem to know anything about her. She doesn't flaunt anything on social media. She's the close type kind of person. Yeah. You go shoot shots tire. You keep bouncing. Okay? Now, in that case, that is just like marketing or advertisement. Because you don't know who you want to really reach in your advertisement. That is why your advertisement is not working. You don't know who you want to target. Before you move to, that's why in my classes, some of my videos online, you must have heard me say, Advertisement does not start from your laptop or your phone. Advertisement does not start from your device. Advertisement does not start online. Advertisement starts offline. And why do I say that? Because the process of thinking of who to target is not done online. Exactly. Getting info about her is the research. Thank you. Getting info about her is the research. So what info do you have about that customer? What demographic does that customer belong to? What is the customer behavior? Okay, because some of us, when we want to target some customer, we have one particular person in our mind, and we also don't even know anything about that person. If I ask you now, who do you like to sell to? Some will say, I want to sell to high net worth people. Please, what is the definition of a high net worth person in Nigeria? How much do you need to have to make you a high net worth person? Where do high net worth people live in your in the city where you live, in the state where you live? Where does the high net worth people live? You don't know. And some of the location, you pick location correctly, like some people will target Ikoyi in Lagos, for instance. Yes, Ikoyi is a good place. Now, but the behavior you target does not align with the oga of the house. Aboki wait for house, now I go come see the ad. Aboki that is doing gate man, and you say, I target Ikoyi, now Aboki filled. Aboki not go fill the form. Location is one thing. The targeting option you pick is another thing. So that is the problem. So you need to understand. So, and even the message you use, imagine somebody telling Dangote that 20 ways to become a billionaire. Are you the one to teach Dangote how to become a billionaire, or you will be the one to teach you how to become a billionaire? So the message, what kind of message will you use? So your message is, let me tell you the truth. Facebook, using Facebook ad as a case study. The advert is divided, Facebook advert platform is divided into two. You have the campaign where you pick your objective. You have the ad set where you pick your targeting options and location and all of that. You have the ad itself. Targeting has moved from ad set to ad. What do I mean? I'm going to be explaining something after I explain media. Okay, there's no much for me to actually, okay, let me even move back to message to just emphasize on something. Talking about message, what is some of you, when you are running ad, you just go and copy the write-up that they share on the WhatsApp group, right? That write-up they share on the WhatsApp group with the video. That is what you use in your target. That is what you use as your write-up, where the owner of the estate is praising the estate. Our Ogbonge estate, our this estate, and you expect Facebook to understand what Ogbonge estate mean. Our estate that is this, the hype message that they posted on the WhatsApp group with alongside the video or the flyer is what some of you will just copy and paste on the primary text option. That is another reason why your ad is not converting, because the message is not addressing the customer, because this is what the platform does. Let me give you an example. If I want to target, people know me as maybe an expert when it comes to targeting diaspora. That is one of our market advantage in my organization. Now, let's say I want to target somebody in the diaspora. I want to target somebody in the UK. I use the video, right? I use the write-up. Now, in the write-up, I targeted UK. In UK, there are citizens of UK who are not from Nigeria. There are citizens of other countries who are not from Nigeria, and neither are they from UK. There are also citizens of Nigeria. So how would the platform identify that this ad is for those people in UK that are Nigerians? How would the platform know that? The platform can't tell, because the write-up you gave does not in anything address it, that cannot make the platform understand. But if I have because some of you are only writing for the platform, for the customer, you need to write, when writing your copy must address both the customer and the platform. That is what we call relevancy, because there's what we call the ad ranking formula. On the ad ranking formula, On the ad ranking formula, there are some parameters they look at. Relevancy score is one of them. How relevant is this ad to the person you want to show this ad to? And what are the things they look at in picking the relevancy score? That is a topic on its own, which I can't really go into fully, but I'll just run through it a little. When we talk about relevancy score, what determines whether your ad gets shown to a particular person online? Let me tell you the secret now. Relevancy score is one of them. Your bid is one of them. For those of you in the Enclave class, my Enclave group, you know, I posted this on our WhatsApp group some months back. Your bid, how much are you bidding is one of them. Who are you targeting is one of them. And the relevancy is another. Relevancy is the highest among all of them. So if I get all of them correctly, but my relevancy is low, my ad will still not perform well. And how do I mean by that? What do I mean by relevancy? I'm targeting Nigerians that are in the UK. In that, my write-up, there is nothing that specifies that this advert is for the Nigerians in the UK. Automatically, the ad is not relevant to the Nigerians in the UK. So in my copy, I am supposed to mention things that are common to Nigerians in my copy, either by talking about the location in my copy, could be one of them, either by using terminologies that are only common to Nigerians. Hello, my Nigerians in the UK. This, okay, let's say I start my statement like that. To all my Nigerians in the UK who are trying to buy properties, or who have, hello to my Nigerians in the UK. It is time to start investing back home in Nigeria. In case you don't know, Lagos is one of the biggest real estate markets in the world. I have mentioned different things. Number one, I have mentioned Nigerians in the UK. So that I've already told the platform that this ad is for Nigerians in the UK. Number two, I have mentioned Lagos, Nigeria. I will go down to mention other places like the major location where the property is located. As now that you are making money overseas, the purpose of traveling overseas is not just to make money and stay over there. It is to make money to develop home. The Igbos, like there's an advert among the Igbos that is called Akuruno, Think Home or something like that, right? So that is a marketing message on its own. So all of these factors that I would include in my write-up would make the platform know that this ad is relevant to this kind of people. That is number one. Before I will now go to my targeting option. Now in my targeting options, now instead of picking real estate is not a terminology for somebody that wants to buy land or house. Real estate is for somebody that is practicing real estate, your fellow realtor. So instead, for somebody that wants to buy land or house, he will want to target land and house is a targeting option. Estate is a targeting option. Commercial property is a targeting option. Real estate investment is a targeting option. Okay? Now, but those are not actually the only targeting option. It's not mandatory that I must pick only things that are related to real estate. It's not mandatory. I could target doctors in my targeting options. I could target by profession. Okay? So my media, my message, my market, my message, and my media must align for me to be able to achieve my targeting options correctly. That is the reason why some of you are struggling. You say advert is not working. Like I promised, I'm going to be showing you some things practically. I'm going to be showing you something. I'm not going to do practical. I'm just going to show you some things on an ad account. Let me make it clear. So you don't come and tell me, teach us how to run ad this night. So before we do that, let's answer some questions. So any question, please? Who is learning something at all? Let me even hear from you guys. I am learning. Let me see, indicate in the comment section. And if you have question, ask your question. I am learning in the comment section.
Yeah, and I have a question.
Please, your name?
Okay, my name is Antonia.
Antonia.
Yes, sir.
All right, go ahead with your question. Though your this thing is cracking or breaking, but go ahead.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you better.
Okay, sir. Thank you for this training.
Are you using earpiece? If you are using earpiece, maybe you should remove it. Sometimes earpiece don't work well with this thing.
Okay.
I was using an airport. That was why.
Can
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, far better now. Thank you.
Okay, sir. So I was saying thank you for the training. It was insightful. But sir, this is a lot of it's a lot of information. So I wanted to ask, is there any should I say like any plug or any, how do I say it? I'm actually asking because all the information you are giving is something that we have to, sit down and, start to implement all these things. So is there any plugin like maybe a session that you give to train people about this thing, like a private one-on-one training?
Private one-on-one. I don't do one-on-one because you might not be able to pay.
That's paid. I mean, that is paid this thing.
That's what I'm
Paid
saying.
session. Yeah.
One-on-one, you might not be able to pay. I'm very expensive when it comes to one-on-one, which means just me and you. I'm very expensive. I charge per minute. You might not be able to pay. Then, but do I do paid classes? But do I do paid classes? Yes, I do a lot of paid classes. I have a lot of enclave. I can see some of my enclave members here. I have an enclave of where I work with realtors to achieve 9 figures in sales or 10 figures in sales, which is called the sales enclave, 9 and 10 figure sales enclave. The 9 figures enclave, right? It means I'll work with you for 1 year. While I'm training you. I'm telling you every month, this is what you need to do. This month, this is what you need to do. This month, this is what you need to do while you are still learning. Okay? So we run ad for you. Okay. We train you. We tell you, we'll do strategy section, how to position yourself. My team will be the one maybe building your website. If you already have, redesign your website to be able to appeal to the right customers. Design will be in charge of designing your flyer, possibly even shooting some videos for you or telling you the type of videos to shoot for 1 year period, right? And we're working to make sure you achieve at least 9 figure. 9 figures, our target of 9 figure is from 500 million in sales. Then we have those that are in the 10 figure sales people, which is 1 billion and above. Then we also have those who are, we'll call them the premium enclave. Those are more or less developer. The premium enclave members are developer or A-level or A-list realtors who had already achieved 1 billion. So the target is 5 billion and above. Those are the category of people that we work with. That is for the enclave section. And that class alone, to be a member of the enclave, you are either paying 1.2 million, you are paying or 2 million, or you are paying 5 million. So that is what the enclave card entails. Then we also hold trainings every now and then, which is paid, physical. Like somebody's asking, he has a physical enclave. Okay, somebody is responding. Okay. So, which is, we also hold one-off trainings, maybe 2 days training. Like, I think I remember mentioning something about that in our last section, that there is a training. One of the reasons why I'm in Asaba, to be precise, because I'm currently in Asaba, is because we are planning for a conference. So I actually said it was maybe at the end of the training, I'm going to be talking about the conference, but since somebody is asking, let me just address that. So I'm going to project the flyer for the upcoming conference. It's a 2 days conference, taking place by March. So what am I saying? Taking place by August, next month, okay? And what's happening? My system is hanging, oh, sorry. Okay, so it's taking place by August 20, 30th and 31st of August. 30th and 31st of August, 2 days, an intensive section where members of the Ministry of Land, like either the Surveyor General of Delta State, the Commissioner for Housing, one or two of them would also be in that section, because one of the challenge I'm seeing that is trouble that is coming in Asaba and its environment is that what is happening in Lagos is going to be small compared to what will happen in Asaba very soon, because most of the land, some of you are selling, are government land. Okay, let me tell you, let me make it very clear. Let me not sugarcoat it. So most of the land, most of you are selling are government land. As realtors, the lands you are selling belong to the government, and government will come and collect their land, and you find yourself in trouble. In Lagos, there are realtors that are in jail, in prison, because of selling the wrong land. So these are part of the reason why we decided to get the government involved in this conference, so they can be the one to tell people, these are the areas you should buy land, these are the areas you shouldn't buy land, these are the areas you should market, or these are the areas you shouldn't market. These are the plans of the government in this area. These are the plan of in this area, or the government in this area. This is what we have planned for. This is what we have planned for. So that you know, when you are telling your customer, the place will appreciate. You know, the plan of one of the things that makes a property to appreciate is the plan of the government. Okay, that is one area we are covering in that conference. Second area we're covering in that conference is marketing and sales. Okay. How do you market? Normally you create, you don't just market, you don't just advertise, you create a system, okay? A system that guarantees that every day or every week or every month, you are certain that you are making sales. How many of you can put your shares that every month, let me even increase it to every month, that you are going to make sale? How many of you are aware that you are going to make sale? Or you can beat your chest that come rain, come shine, no, I must make so amount of sales. Some of you can guarantee that. Okay, so how do you create a marketing system that guarantees your sales? How do you advertise? So we'll be handling advert practically. I'll be showing you, I will show you ads that I'm already running. A day on average, I run approximately 20 ads in a day. Now, I'll show you, you will see for yourself, see the number of leads, see the customer's testimonial, or sometimes I call the customers in your presence for you to see the people we are running those ads for that are getting the results. Okay, how do you follow up the lead? Like the person that is asking closing, how do you follow up the lead? Okay, how do you follow up a lead? A diaspora lead, how do you follow him up? A lead that lives in that same city like Asaba now, if I get somebody who contact me in Asaba, how do I follow up that person? The person that doesn't live in the country, how do I follow up the person? The person that lives in another city, how do I follow up the person? The person that is a first-time buyer, yeah, this is the first time he's ever bought real estate. How do I follow up that person? The person that has been buying property before, how do I follow up that person? The person that has got his fingers burnt before, how do I follow up that person? Maybe the person that bought property before, he lost the property. How do I follow up that kind of person? These are some of the things, and it's outside the outside the people that will be coming for the training, outside the government officials, that will be coming, there are also other speakers, the likes of Ezekiel. I don't know how many of you who might know him. For those of you in Asaba, this guy has come to Asaba in different occasions. Tade Cash would also be in that training. But the thing is that difference is that it is a practical section. I give you phone, call it. If you have leads already, call one of your customers. I'll be telling you what to say, okay? We have had people close sales while in class based on what we tell them to do. Your customer that have bought from you 5 years ago and has never bought from you again, how do you get them to do repeated purchase? Okay, so these are the things you will be learning what is the legal framework to put in place? What are the type of content to create as a realtor? What should you be posting? Some of you are just busy posting flyer, all the company flyer. You are like a banner. When they go to your social media handle, the social media handle is like a billboard for your company flyer. When I see some of them, Some of the customer will just go straight to contact the company. First thing they'll type is the name of the company that is on the flyer. They contact the company close the sale, and they tell you, thank you, God bless you. So the point is, how should you brand yourself? How would you stand out? What would be the difference if I see all of you in this class now, all of you that are in this class, if I see all of you online, right? What would make me want to choose you, one of you, over the other? What is your value proposition? What would differentiate you from other people? Okay, so these are the things we will be covering in that conference. And the cost of the conference is 100,000. The cost of the conference is 100,000. But for those who are paying before the end of first week of August, are getting it for 55,000 naira. Okay. And my conference, like some of people know me, my conference does not end in those 2 days training. You'll all be added to a WhatsApp group where you get mentorship. So everything as you are practicing, you keep asking questions on the WhatsApp group. My team and I will be there to always attend to you. So number one, we have government officials coming for the training to come and talk to you about land, the areas to buy land or the area to market. We're also extending the invitation to even Oka next week. By God's grace, I'll be this week. I will also be in Oka to have a meeting with the Commissioner for Land, Commissioner for Housing. I already have his phone number and all of that. To have a meeting with him to see either he can come or send a representative, because the conference is tagged the South-South and Southeast Real Estate Conference. For those of you who market property for maybe P1, you might know Dr. Fred, who is one of the people in the P1 business that has the highest level of integrity. Okay, he would also be there as one of the facilitator. He will also be facilitating in that training. He will be focusing on how to start and grow a real estate business to become worth billions of naira. How to start, grow, and manage a real estate business to get to the point of earning in billion. So he will be handling that topic. So we have approximately at this moment, we have like 4 facilitators plus myself, 5 even, okay, that will be in that conference. So you don't want to miss it. We already have people registering. Some companies are already registering their staff. For those of you, if you come in group, you are getting discount and further training. But the companies, what they are getting is that we are doing the training for them. That is one. They'll come and attend the class. They'll get a discount for if they are sending at least 10%. If you are sending 10%, instead of 55,000, you are going to get, instead of 55,000, you are going to get, they are going to get it for 50,000. They will attend the training, enjoy all the benefit. Then we'll still go to their offices. That is if it's a company that is sponsored. We'll go to their offices to do personalized training that will help the company to do better in terms of the way they launch their property, the way they set up their estates, and how they manage realtors. And also we are doing a strategy section, a one-day strategy section for the company and their staff members when they send at least 10 persons for that conference. Okay. More information will be posted on the WhatsApp group. Some of you might wonder why we're not seeing the flyer and all of that. I'm a closed form of business person. What I mean by closed form of marketer is that it's not by making noise everywhere. It's by picking the right people, the right strategy to get people to attend your event. Like I say, companies are already registering their people to attend the event already. So that is all I have to say concerning the Enclave and Enclave and upcoming conference. Then the person using Samsung said, talking about your, let me go back to the top. Talking about your Enclave or your 2-day seminar. Sir, how is it possible for you to work with a realtor? Enclave is a 1-year thing, not the 2 days. Every month we are meeting. Okay, every month we are meeting. Like those in Asaba who are already members of the Enclave. I'm been in Asaba for approximately 2 weeks now. I'll meet with them before I leave. Okay, so every month we are always meeting. In Lagos, by month and last Friday and Saturday of this month, I'll be flying back to Lagos to hold its section with it. I'm not the only one that handles the enclave. There are different professionals that come to handle the enclave. Like this month now, we're having one of the, the best brand manager in the entire West Africa, the person who is holding the best brand consultant in the award of the best consultant for the past 5 years. He has been the one holding that award. He will be the one to facilitate, to teach them on branding. I will just be watching that day, maybe just answer some of their questions they have in my own field, right? So the enclave comprises of different things. Okay, so I think I've answered that question. Is it possible for you? So how is it possible for you to work with a realtor? So I guess I've answered that question. Whose page is not fully developed? And part of what we are learning is, so we are taking you, when you pay for the enclave, this is what we do. You have a one-on-one section with me, either physically or online, depending on your location. People are members of the enclave from Abuja. People are members of the enclave from Kaduna. So we work with people from different parts of the country. Now, back to what I was saying. When you pay for the enclave, you have a 2 days personalized strategy section with me for us to reevaluate everything you have been doing. We set a plan that can help you achieve your target, whether 9 figures or 10 figures. That's what we do for 2 days. Then we'll analyze some of the things you are doing. The ones we tell you to stop doing, and the one we tell you to keep working on. Like one of the ladies now, who have been posting on Facebook and Instagram for so many years, according to her, so many months. Now, I told her stop and focus on YouTube. And now she's just started YouTube, but she's already getting results. People already contacting her, as much as she has not made sale from the YouTube, but she's already getting results from the YouTube content she's creating. Why? Because after doing an evaluation on her, we noticed that she is better. She's going to do better if you do YouTube instead of doing Insta. Some of you, your talent and your existing skill, you are using it on the wrong platform. That's why you're not also selling. So YouTube is the best place for her. So we told her, focus on YouTube and TikTok. And that's what she's doing. She has made sales for TikTok, but she has not made sales from YouTube. So that's the point. But at least she has started getting people contacting her from YouTube. So I guess I've answered that question. Then, who has never run ad before? Yes, you don't need to have run ad before. Like we say, we are holding your, we will be the one hand before you become master at running ad. We'll be the one, either myself directly or my staff members who are professional in running. I will be the one running your ad for you every month within the period. But when we teach you for 6 months, there's no way I will teach you ad for 6 months and you don't know how to run ad. So after 6 months, we'll expect that I'll be giving you different assignments, homework, and all of that. Before 6 months time, we are very certain you must have been an expert so you can start running your ad by yourself. So I've answered that question. What is the possibility of closing sale after your mentorship? I don't know what you want me to answer about that. What is the possibility of closing sales? Like I said, the mentorship section is a 1 year section, and your sales target we are setting with you is either 500 million or 1 billion and above. So we are working with you to achieve it. So it's not like you go and do it by yourself. We are working with you to achieve it, and there are people who have already started achieving. The people I did mentorship section for in Asaba last January, as at March, these are people who have not sold even 50 million naira before. As at March, you already have 150 million in sales. So I guess that answers your question. What are we to come with in the 2 days seminar? Is it the conference? What are you to come with is your laptop, nothing more. Laptop and your writing material. That's what you're supposed to come with. It will be covered and you also get the videos. That's for that. So you cannot mentor an upcoming realtor who has not closed a deal of 100 million yet, who is just starting out. No, that's not what I said. I said, we are working with you to achieve, even though you have not closed before, we are working with you to achieve a target of, it's not only for, okay, maybe I'm not explaining this way. It's not that it's only for people who have closed 500 before, no. Whether you have closed before or you have not closed before, right? We work with you to be able to achieve 500 million in sales before the end of 1 year. That's what I said. I guess that's for that aspect. Then, who is he, sir? The man holding the best brand, this thing. That's, what is his name again? We call him Anthony Wolves. That's what we call him, but that is not actually his real name, but that is his brand name, Anthony Wolves. And he currently works with, is the creative director in Extreme Media. For those of you in Lagos, you might know Extreme Media. Extreme Media is also the #1 advertisement brand in Africa, #1 advertisement brand in Africa. They handle advert for Globe. When they say advertisement, it's not only online, both the billboard you see, the television you see, the advert that they are the one that was making you that was causing problem between you and Ghana. Those designs you were seeing that was trailing Ghanaians, those 3D designs you were seeing on the internet, it was being created by Extreme Media. You were working with multi-choice, all the multi-choice advert you saw that period of the Nations Cup. Every media thing you saw during the Nations Cup was handled by Extreme Media, and their creative director is Anthony Wolves. But that is not his, Wolves is not his son name though, but that is what we call him. Okay, so I guess that answers your question. Then the next one, sir, what of when we need you to run ad for us yourself? Yes, we render that service. If you can afford it, why not? We render that service. You can chat any of the admin up after the section. They will give you your bill. After asking you some questions though, we don't just run ad for you. You need to be sure that you are ready for ad, okay? Are you going to be teaching closing? Yes, I'm not the one that will be handling, but we are bringing in someone who will be, Tadika should be handling closing on that this thing. Sir, your basic / listing training, list training or enclave is, no, the 1 year basic is 1 point, for enclave is 1.2, that's what I say. But if you just want to attend I hold a boot camp every month in Lagos though, a boot camp every month in Lagos. You 250, you have attended that one. Just people come from, I have a lot of realtors in Asaba who have been traveling to Lagos to attend those training. I have somebody from Oka who have attended that training. I have people from Kaduna attending. People come and lodge and attend the training. So can I run ad with a budget of 300K? Is that 300K for me or the 300K for the platform? Which of them? So that is why I said you need to, we need to evaluate your page. That's why I say shut up the.
Okay, sir, I have a question.
Okay. Who is asking the question?
Can you hear? Okay. So like we are talking about ads now. So
He's
for instance, now if someone has a budget of 300,000 to run ads, can you run ads for me?
The question, I already answered your question now. That 300,000,
okay, I didn't hear
is it for me or for the platform?
Okay, so, okay. So if I want to maybe employ your services to run ad for me now, so how much do you charge?
That's what I'm saying. You say 300. Okay, the point is there's no fixed price on how much I charge. That's first thing. Okay. Yes, my rate is high, but there's no fixed price for, okay, this is the amount. I have to go through your page or to do a page analysis to know, and also know the kind of results you are looking for. What are you asking for? Are you asking
okay,
for?
sir. Okay, sir. Is it possible to maybe call you after this training to discuss something to know the next step I can take with you?
Okay, this is already
concerning
night.
the ads and your enclave and all.
This is already late, so we can speak tomorrow. That's why I say anybody that has personal thing they want to do can shout up any of the admin. You are in the WhatsApp group, right? Shout up any of the admin on the WhatsApp group and your message will get to me. And if I do want to attend to you, I will have to attend to you myself. And if it's another team member that needs to attend to you, they will also attend to you. Okay? So that is how it works. So just shout up any of the admin on any of the group you belong to, shout up any of the admin. You will be attended to. If you require me speaking to you, we can do that maybe tomorrow or any other day. But this night, the answer is no.
Okay, sir. Tomorrow it will be then.
Okay, thank you. So please, can we proceed? Any other question? You guys have taken some of our time in asking for enclave and all of that. All right, so any other question before we proceed to the next point I want to start explaining?
My question is,
okay,
Pascal, my question is,
Pascal,
because
you that ran away from last class.
Yeah, I wasn't around for last class anyway. I'm so sorry about that.
All right,
Yeah,
I'm
but
just go ahead. I'm just
yeah,
joking.
thank you. So because I'm a medical radiography student in my finals,
Okay.
even when you mentioned we have a class this August, I was praying not to fall in close because I'm writing my professional exams from 3rd of September to the 5th of September. So it came in very close to the exam, but I'll try as much as possible to be there too.
Where are you based?
I'm in Asaba, based in Asaba. I do my real estate in Asaba and Oka, but my school, I school in Nnewi, Unizik, Nnewi campus, the medical college there, Unizik, Nnewi campus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so currently I'm in Okparam Road, Asaba, based in Asaba, yeah. So, most times it's kind of bulky handling my school, handling the real estate business, and also I'm a student leader in school. So I'm trying to see, and I know paying a handler because over 3 months, I've worked with someone that was handling my page on Facebook. I paid him some amount of money. He started handling it. He was editing some of my videos, posting content, posting. It was about time for him to start running ads, and he left. He stopped replying my message. Maybe he felt like my money has expired or he has done enough for what I paid. I don't really know what his reason is because he hasn't given me feedback. I chatted and called him. He hasn't given me feedback. So I'm trying to figure out how I can do all this on my own.
Okay, now this is it. First question, are you getting the results you want from the management of what the person is doing? That is the first question I would ask.
For now, no.
That's the first. And what's the time frame he gave to you that you will start getting results? There's always a time frame. Okay. Or the time frame the person gave to you to get from this time to this time, you start getting results. That's another thing you need to also look into. But nevertheless, being a student, you can sacrifice your school for the whole real estate thing. You need to finish your school and everything, right? But at the same time, it's just time management or personal management. So you need to manage, and a lot of things can be automated these days. Okay? Yes. So that is, you might want to leverage on automation. Okay, for example, you could create content today and you schedule them for the next 1 week.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you know how to, the one thing is whether to do it by yourself. The first thing is, do you even know how to do it? Can you do it by yourself? If there was time, can you do it by yourself? Do you know what to do? That is the first question. If you know what to do, if the time is there, then you can actually create the time to do it. That is the truth. So all you need to do is just going to make you work extra. You need to, whether to be doing that at night or to create a time to be doing it during the day. Fix a time and create enough content for yourself and schedule them. So the next 1 week, you are not posting. The post will just be going on to appearing on your page based on the time you have scheduled it to appear. Okay. So that's an option you can adopt. That is if you know what to do by yourself. But if you don't know what to do, I always tell people life is very simple. We are the one that complicate life. In life, you must pay one sacrifice. Something, if you are in a business you don't know much about, right? And you want to achieve something there, you will either pay the sacrifice of time or you pay the sacrifice of money. You must pay one of them. So the sacrifice of time is that you have to dedicate your time to do it by yourself. The sacrifice of money is that you either don't know how to do it or you know how to do it, but you feel you don't have time to do it. You will now pay someone else to do it. The thing I see among struggling realtors is that they don't have the two. Somebody will tell you, I don't have money. They don't also have time. What do they can and they do? If you don't have time, you don't have money, poverty will be your portion. That is just the truth. So you just need to have one. Create time to do it. Someone say, Mr. Chris, can you help me? What do you have? Let's realtors stop behaving like the woman in the Bible that they ask, what do you have? She said, nothing, no, as a cruise of oil. All right. So Everybody has something. You either create time to do that thing, or you raise money to get somebody to do it for you. So that's just my answer to your question.
Okay. Well, hopefully, any of these days we'll talk more.
All right.
I get it, sir. Thank you so much.
Welcome. Okay, so let's proceed. I think this is where I'm supposed to be sharing my screen to take you to an ad account and all of that. I think this is the point. I think I've covered the major things I wanted to cover. Okay. So the next point is sharing of my screen to show you. What did I even say I wanted to show you, Seth? Okay. Let me share which of the other accounts am I going to use. So just give me a minute. Let me log into Facebook and show you some things there. Okay, now I can share my screen, I think. Yep. Okay. The button. Sorry, too many things are opened on my system. Let me close some of them. I'm confused on what I'm doing. Okay, share screen. Okay. Okay, for those of you asking for details of the conference, this is the conference flyer. So these are some of the speakers that are coming. The government officials, we choose not to put them on the flyer. I did like to call you privately for a professional advice, please. I guess if you are listening, I already said when you can send message first. I start from message. Some things can easily be addressed via message. If we now have reason to have a phone call, then I can tell you to call me, okay? Or most of the time, I even be the one to call you myself. So send message to any of the admin on the group, the person that just sent this message, okay? So as for that aspect, let's proceed. This is not what I want to share. So let's go back to share the ad accounts, okay? All right, can you all see my screen? Now this ad account, there is no fund inside. Anytime you see this word, account error, it means money has finished in this account. That is what it means, okay? Now this ad is being run for a particular customer, though, like I mentioned, we do more of the diaspora ads. You can see this person, Tosin, housing campaign, Canada and US. That shows that those are the areas we targeted in the ad. Okay, so I'll just open up the ad. Now, I told you earlier that the way I run ad is that I have one campaign, one ad set, and multiple ads. At least I've proven to you what I told you about that. Okay, you can see it here, right? You can see how it is here. Camberwell, for those of you in Lagos, you know this ad, and some of you might even know the person because this is a top-selling realtor in BRG and Xylox. Okay, so you might know by the person's name, you might know the person Tosin. Okay, so now this is one of the ad we run these, though I've turned off this one this morning, I'll be this afternoon because this property is no more in sale. Camberwell, I used 2 videos of Camberwell. One is a long video, one is a short video. I used Terrace Duplex. There's another property in called Terrace Duplex. Then VGC. These are the property is located in VGC. Okay, so these are so in this my ad alone, I have 4 different ads, or this my campaign. Some of you, what you normally set up, or your focus is the campaign. Your focus is the ad. A professional focus on the ad, on the entire campaign, not on the ad itself. Okay, so now moving to this, which is the ad set where you fix your targeting, right? most of you are more concerned about this part. This is where you focus on more. This part, this is where most of you focus on more. This is not where to focus on, really. Okay? This is not where to focus on. If you even see the targeting options I use, you won't see housing there. Sorry, you won't see real estate there. Okay? See the options I picked there. Okay, so that is for that. Now, but when you come to the, let's say I use this. When you come to the this thing, the ad itself, right? You can see, now see the copy here. The headline alone already say, do you have a home back home in Nigeria? That is a question. That is a thought-provoking question. Okay, that's the headline. Okay, do you have a home back home in Nigeria? Why? Because I already know I'm using in Nigeria because I know I'm talking to those in Nigeria, those that are not in Nigeria, but are from Nigeria, that are in the countries that I'm targeting. Okay, so this is how the question appear. If you're seeing this ad now, for example, this is how it will appear. Okay, do you have a home back home in Nigeria? That I already mentioned Nigeria. The platform already know that, okay, oh, this ad is specifically for these people. Okay, so that is one thing. Now look at the write-up. Already say, own your dream home in Lekki with just 5 million naira initial deposit. The house is expensive, but I choose to just talk about the 5 million naira. Okay, so number two, at my first paragraph, I already mentioned the location. Lekki is already the location. Okay, now I move further. My second paragraph, I keep mentioning things that connote, make the platform understand, because it's not a human being that will tell you, go and show the ad. The system has already been programmed. So now when you look at it, I say, discover spacious, tastefully finished home with modern architecture and smart features, all in a family-friendly, upscale neighborhood. Secure your home in Lekki Scheme 2, Abraham Adesoya. I can choose to mention all these things without mentioning Abraham Adesoya, but I still mention Abraham Adesoya. And I still come here again, I still mention Abraham Adesoya, Aja, right? Now, these are what I refer to as identifiers. They are what I refer to as identifiers. These help the platform to know who this advert is for. Okay? That is what these identifiers help the platform to know. But most of you, now the as it holds, like what I used to see in some people's ad, I be some people write up in most of these as it holds, 10 plots don't go. That is what you post here. And I'm wondering, and you expect me to see that and just buy. Okay? It doesn't work that way. Now let's leave that aside. Now there's a form they are filling, and the type of form they fill also will determine whether they will buy or they will not buy, or whether they are serious or they are not serious. Because some of you will just ask for phone number and email address, that is all. This form now, that will not permit me to start opening the form, which I actually don't intend to actually open. This form now, if I'm not mistaken, have at least 15 questions, approximately 10 to 15 questions inside this form, right? Now, if you are going to take time, if you are not mad, you won't take your time to be filling form that has 10 to 15 questions, and you are not actually ready to buy. One of the two things could be wrong with you. Is either you are mad or you are about to. Okay? You must be serious to do business, or you are interested. The highest is that you don't have the money to pay immediately. Okay? So take note of that. So these are some of the things. I'm even forgetting what the major thing that makes me say I was going to open the ad account and show you guys. Okay, I'm trying to remember. There's something that actually, I don't think this is all why I said I was going to show you guys the other account. But let's move on to, let me show you another thing. I don't know if that will show since there's no money in this other account. Just pray it shows. I'm going to show you another significant thing. Okay. Okay. Oh no, it's not there. Okay, thank you. Now look at this word here. I talked about ad quality and ad ranking earlier. Look at this place that says below average, above average, above average. Now the question is, your own ad, is it like these ones? See this one now, they are not ranking anything, right? There's no ranking for this particular one. So most of the time, what I look at the one, let me, where's the part for leads? Where's the part for lead? Coming? Lead. Okay. Look at this now, 15, I'll be 17 lead for this particular one. Now this one, just one lead. Let me show you what I mean by that. This particular video, right? This video that says Terex Duplex, right? Has alone, there are 5 videos, I mean 4 videos inside here. Out of the 4 videos, right? One alone has 17 leads. The others don't seem to have, though, depend on the time. I'm looking at the timing. Then others have 001. Okay. Now, when you look at the quality of the video and everything, the ad, the one that has 17 leads, right, is below average, but bottom 35%. Advert gets ranked. That's the point I'm trying to make. Adverts are ranked. If your ad will not do well, and now imagine it was just one video I had in this ad. Maybe it was this one that has 0, that doesn't have any form of ranking. If that was the only ad I have on this campaign, right? I would say that, I run ad, or the customer will say, Chris, with all his teaching, he ran ad for me, he did not convert, right? That would be her testimony. Or if she's the one, if I'm the one doing it for myself, I say, Facebook will not work, I don't run ad, it not work. Not forgetting that there's a section where you can actually tell whether your advert will do well or not. After running the ad for 3 days, I come to this section and I look for quality ranking. Okay, you can see this one is above average, conversion rates ranking is above average. Okay, so what that simply tells me is that this is the reason why this one that are not ranked, which means they couldn't even rank them because they have poor content ads, right? The video, like when if I should call this lady fresh, or this lady, she would tell that Chris actually told me these videos will not work, but those are all I had, so I told him to use it. So that's why advertisement does not start from your advertisement starts from your video when you start shooting the videos. The quality of the video you use or the quality of the flyer you use will go a long way to determine whether that advert will convert or not. So why most of people tell you, just bring the video, let me run ad for you. We always tell you, when we have taken up a big project, we handle from the video shoot down to the advertisement. So there won't be any excuse to say your advert did not convert. Though this woman, she shoots a video by herself, this lady, she shoots a video by herself, but because she has worked with us over time, she knows the kind of videos we need. Okay, so these are things. Now I remember this was actually what I wanted to show you. Quality ranking. Now, what are the things that will determine your quality ranking? Okay, so this is if you open your ad account, you are running an ad and you see that this part is just dash, 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 know that ad will not do well. If I go to my main ad account and I show you all the different ads that I have there, right? You notice that all of them, because I have several ad accounts I work with, okay, all these ones you see, all these are ad accounts. All these are different ad accounts I work with. Now, if you come here after 3 days and you are seeing dash, dash here, you have one option, just turn off the ad and refactor the ad. There's what's called ad refactoring. Refactor the ad. Sometimes it might not even be the video that is faulty. You might just need to refactor the ad, or your targeting are not in alignment with the content of your ad. When the targeting and the content of the ad are not in alignment, you could have this type of issue. That is why if you notice here, these ads inside this campaign, these two were turned off after a while. Okay, if you look at here now, you see that, I don't know how many of you can see my screen clearly. You'll notice that this and this is on, these two are on, this is off, these two is off or are off. That's because we've noticed that they won't convert, so all we just need to do is to turn them off and let only these two. And see, on a norm, what we do is, if she had a better video, we'll tell her, send us another video, let's replace with the video, okay? Just like that. So keep testing, keep going on, okay, keep changing video. That's why when you go to, not that one you go to your site to do, you go and hold your phone like this. As you can see, we just launched our beautiful baby estate, and this estate is very beautiful. This estate is located in Ibuzo, the most developed or fastest developing location in Asaba. This estate, see, you go do tire, you not go get sale. Sorry for you. Maybe your friends and family member might patronize you to just compensate you for the work. But this estate, where they do this estate, please, you can't sell like that on the internet using this estate. It is not estate, it is estate. Okay, so some of you, what you need is diction correction. Let me make it very clear to you now. I'm the very blunt type. Some of you, there are some customers that they get irritated when people don't pronounce things correctly. Okay, that alone can piss some people off. There are some of my realtors that are in my mentorship. I've told them to have to go and do diction training to correct their dictions just because they want to be consistent in video creation. Okay, so some of you, it is not that the ad is not well targeted. If I can, because there's also in that ad, this I went to, there's a section on you can know how many minutes they watch that video. Okay, so if you have, let's say, a 2 minutes video and people keep watching just the first few seconds, that could tell you that something is wrong with the video somewhere. Maybe the people are not, after seeing the ad, they just feel like, what is this one saying? They go off, okay? So this could be the reason why your ad is not converting. So you need to fix them. So it is not that the ad platforms are not converting, it is because most of you are not doing the right thing. All right, question as we wrap up the section for today.
So I want to ask a question.
Yes, please go ahead.
How can we make
How can you do what?
how can we make a perfect video, please?
That is not a training for today, and that is not what you can be taught online. So we need to first of all know where your problem is. Is it a problem of the script you are using? Some of you just stand and start talking. You go to site and with a script, you write down what you want to say already before you go to site. Who is this one? You write down what you want to say already before going to site. You don't just go to site and start talking. That's the first thing you need to take note of. Script, even all the professional script writers, script presenters, they write what they want to say before they go stand there. Okay? So that is another thing you need to take. That could be one of your challenge. Some persons, when you get to site, you have so many things to say, you end up not being able to say all of them well. So you write out what you want. You might not say it word to word, but your brain is arranged, you already memorized, you already practiced the script, so you are in line with what you want to say, okay? So that's the first stage. So know what you want to say, write it down, practice it before going to site. So with time, you get better, you can easily stand up and talk, but it's over time. Even the best presenters, even in Lagos, where you have so many good realtors, they write their script down. They don't just go and start talking. And they do a lot of cuts, shoot, cuts. But when they finally edit it, you feel like, he's a professional. Some of you that doesn't appreciate Nigerian Nollywood movies, by the time they put phone for your, camera for your face, will know whether Nigerian movies are good or not, because you forget everything you plan to say. So that's just my answer to you. Thank you. Any other? Question? No, we are wrapping up. And also, let me make this clear. It is not also mandatory that you must be the one to make your videos if you don't know how to make videos. What do I mean by that? You can, if you know, everything is learnable, but if you feel for now, I might not be able to present my video well, you can pay somebody that can present the video well and do the presentation for you. Okay? Take note of that. So it's not mandatory that your face must be what must show. Yeah, there's advantage for your face showing. The person I saw on phone, on the video, on the ad, is the same person I talked to. There's a benefit of that. But if for now, you can't do that, it is better you get someone who is more articulate to do it for you. So that's the point. Any other question? Question? I'm wrapping up. Oh,
Good evening. Good evening, sir. You go see him, you go see him. Good evening.
good evening. Please tell the
Good
person
evening.
beside you to slow down the noise. All right, go ahead, please.
My question is it okay to do the video? Like,
Can you please be more audible? Be more
Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening.
Okay, good evening. Okay, good evening.
Yeah, please, pertaining to the video, can we use like there are some companies that shoot professional video. Is it possible for we to use that company professional video in terms of we doing marketing?
Yes. Some companies who shoot professional video who have the interests of their realtors in mind, when they do those videos, some of the company we consult for, we tell them, don't even put your logo. We have the one that the company logo is there, then we have the one that the company logo is not there. The company use the one with the company logo to run their ad, while the realtors use the one without the company logo to run their ad. The realtors can easily add their company logo there, or their own logo, or their brand identity there, okay? Now, the reason why I say that is that sometimes some of the customers are very funny people. They will look for the name of the company and search for the company online. I prefer to deal with the company directly. So, but nevertheless, can you use it? Yes. But sometimes some customers will prefer to. So now this is the case. So you now need to evaluate your options. Can I make professional video on my own? No. Should I now go and use amateur video? The answer is also no. So it's better I use the company video and hope and pray that most of them will contact me. Okay? But the truth is, if you run your ad well, let's say it's for them to fill a form, most of them will contact you. But before that says close, some of them will likely want to know the company. And if you are like sounding, they are so much interested in the product, but you are sounding like an amateur to them. Okay, like one of the realtors that is my enclave in Asaba here, I was telling, the reason why she's struggling to close is because even me, when I talk to her, I feel irritated. That's just reality. I feel because of how she sounds on phone. She sounds like a baby. So it's irritating. I used to ask her, is this how you talk to your customers? So we need to work on how you speak on phone. You need to command authority. When I hear your voice, your voice should give me some confidence that I'm dealing with a matured person. Some customers, I tell them, we can't do diaspora ad for you because you will not be able to attend to a diaspora client because of the way you sound or the way you talk. So let's focus on Nigerian-based client or Nigerian-based lead for you. So everybody has to work from their area of strength while building, while try to work on their area of weakness. Okay, so can you use your custom company video? The answer is yes. Any other questions? So a lady was trying to ask a question, but I wasn't hearing her well. So if you can be more audible and ask your question now, please.
Okay, I said, is it okay to video the land, do the video on the land without including yourself? Is that one okay?
Yeah, you can do that also, but the thing is, you have to also you say something, right? You have to also say something. I need to hear your voice. Okay, in communication, time is fast, man. I bet more they go. Yeah, in communication, because there's something I just thought of showing you guys, but there was no time to do that. In communication, right? There are, as I'm talking to you now, what is more important in my talking to you? Is it the words I use, my voice, which is called tonation, or my body movement? Which of these three? In fact, somebody should highlight them in an order of priority. These three things I just mentioned: your tonation, your body language, and your words in an order of hierarchy, which somebody should mention them in an order of hierarchy. Body language, tonation, words, okay. Any other person? Body language, tonation, words, okay. We have two persons who have gotten it correct, so let's just proceed. So that is actually the way to go. Your body language. I am very excited. Excitement is an emotional thing, right? And it's contagious. You can't be using the word you are excited and I can't feel that excitement in your body language, you are a scam. You are telling me indirectly that you don't mean what you are saying. Your body language tells a lot. In order of hierarchy, words is just 10%. The words you say in communication is 10%. It has 10% effect in that communication, the words you use. Body language is 45%. Tonation is 45%. Words is 10%. So that is why you need to work on your accent and your diction, then work on how you express yourself. If you were not the one that is shooting that video, you are not the one that owned the video, will you watch that video? If you see that video online, someone else shoot that video, if you be sincere to yourself, will you want to watch that video to the end? Before you post video, these are some of the things that you need to ask yourself. Okay, how engaging is that video? How many minutes before there's a change in position? That is for camera and all of that. How many minutes do I have to wait listening to you before something changes? Because something has to change. And what is the portrait? This portrait video are the best videos currently, no longer landscape. Because the aspect of the platform, using Facebook and Instagram now, the aspect of the platform that is more engaging, which is your reels and your stories, is portrait video that is expected, not landscape. So some of you are already failing by producing only landscape videos. Okay, another reason, that ad that I show you, another reason why you saw it like that, it is because it is showing those videos that weren't converting were landscape videos. If you can see my phone screen, that ad that I showed you is over 60-something leads that is there, that ad that I showed you. The full number of leads that is in that ad is 62. Then the second one is 20, which is the one that just started this week. That is just this week that just ended. Okay, so the point is not quantity, also rather quality. So now back to your question, can you use your, if you can do both, fine, but if you can't do the both, use voiceover. But even in your voiceover, now it is, you're already at disadvantage somehow, because number one, I'm not seeing something engaging because you are not showing, you are just showing me an empty land. So nothing is engaging there, that's number one. Now your voice, if now your voice also is also not engaging, then you have lost me completely. Why do you think, what is the meaning of, for those your video editing software, why do you think we have transition effect? The reason for transition effect is because before transition effect was created in any video editing software, there was a study on the human brain that if the human brain look at a static object for too long, it loses concentration. It loses concentration and focus. But when there's a change in movement or effect, right? That's which means the thing is not static, it can change. It brings back the curiosity or the attention of the brain because your eyes are connected to your brain. So that is the reason why there's transition effect. So everything you see on a software or on a digital platform is most of the time it was as a result of a study that has been done on the human body. Okay? So that's my answer to you. Can you use it? Yes. But is that the best option? No. But if that is the only option you have, you can use that for now. That's my point. Any other question? I will take two more questions as we wrap up. So ask your question. Who is talking? Introduce yourself and ask your question.
All right, sir. My name is Dozier. So my question is, Dozier.
Okay, Mr. Dozier. Okay.
Okay, I noticed that you have multiple Facebook accounts running, and most times I've had this issue about Facebook giving problems when you log in and log out of Facebook. Maybe you'll have multiple Facebooks on one system. How do you get to, work around that?
Okay, number one, I didn't have yes, I have multiple Facebook accounts, But what I showed you wasn't multiple Facebook accounts, rather it was multiple Facebook ads accounts. We have Facebook profile, we have Facebook page, we have Facebook business suits, then we have Facebook ads accounts. Now, ads account is where you add your money or your card where you can run ad from. That is ads accounts. Okay, because I run ads, and another thing is, again, is ads accounts. There's also a learning process. When we keep saying AI, if I have been running ad consistently and I've been targeting certain class of people, right? If I've been targeting certain class of people, even when I didn't really specify those people by default, right? When I just run the ad, those people will likely see the ad first before the ad system will begin to optimize itself. The same thing applies. The reason why I don't really encourage most of boosting, right, is that when you run ad with boosting, how does boosting work and how does ad work? Let me just explain this as I wrap up. Boosting, I have been posting something, and most of the people that have been liking and commenting on those things, or the people have been commenting their stuff, are people, let me use an example. Now, that's not the case. Let me just say, the people that have been commenting and following me, majority of those people are, let's say, Aboki, right? Aboki will like, Aboki will comment, Aboki will do things. Okay? Or the people, my friends that like my things, the friends they have are more of Aboki kind of people. Sorry if you're not on here, it's not a derogatory, just giving an example, right? So Aboki are the people that have been relating with your accounts more. When you boost, the platform tends to show the ad to the people that are similar to the ones that have been engaging with your page before when you boost. But when you run ads, you have specified the people you want, but it also does not mean that those people will see your ad immediately. The issue of full relevancy score and ad ranking will not come into place. But let's leave that aside. Okay? So, but the point I'm making in all of this, the point I'm making is that when you have multiple pages, not talking about multiple pages, you need to be logging in one at a time. Now, to answer your question directly, just log in one at a time. I have 3 Facebook accounts, 3 Facebook profiles, and each of these Facebook, and my company has 3 also. And each of these page, this thing, I log in and log out. Okay? So, and sometimes I hardly log in into some others, because if it's a page, for instance, now, if I have page on my account A, I also have access to it on my other page, so I can easily access it. I don't know if you get the point I'm making. But the point is, if you're having issues, always log out before you log in into the next account. That's just the thing I would say. Any other question? One more question before I call it a day. One more question. I said I was going to take 2. One more. All right. I guess there's no more question. Mr. Lighto, no problem, man. Don't forget you.
Good evening, sir. Please, before you go, can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, about the class for the August, can we start paying now?
Of course, you can. Just chat. I will care. What I'll do is I'll drop the whole details on the. Are you on the WhatsApp group, please?
Definitely, yeah.
Okay, so when I drop the detail, you also see the account details. You will also be moved to a different group that only paid members are found. In that place, even you can even be asking questions of paid class, and I will respond to you even before the August.
All right, gotcha. Say no more. Good night, sir.
All right, good night. Any other? Okay, I've taken the complete question, so that will be all for now.
You said you send the details to the group, right, for payments?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So that'll be all for the now. Thank you, everybody, for the class. I want to believe you enjoyed the class or you gain value from the class. So like we always do, go back to the group where you belong in the WhatsApp group, any of the group you belong. and maybe comment what you have learned in the group. That is just what you need to do on the WhatsApp group. And always keep up with what is happening in the group. There will always be free trainings, okay? So take note of that. And like I said, also, if you can afford that training, please don't miss that training for other conference, especially for those of you in the South, South, and the Southeast, Asaba, Edo, different part of the country. Asaba, Edo, Enugu, Imo, Oka, anywhere you are within the South, South, and the Southeast. Don't miss it. For those of you in Lagos, you know, we already have our thing we are doing in Lagos. Don't miss the section. And if you can also afford the enclave, you can go ahead and also make more findings about the enclave, and my team members will send you the flyer and all of that. And the enclave, the payment is also not one-off payment, though the payment currently is only 2 times installments, but at least. So by the time you pay first installment, after 6 months, you see the results you get that can make you decide to pay. You cannot pay the next one. So that's all I have for you. Thank you, and God bless you for your time.